Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. So first of all, I offer pranams to our Gurudev, Om Vishnu Padridandi Swami, Sri Bhaktivedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj, our Shiksha Gurus Chidandi Swami, Sri Gaura Govinda Goswami Maharaj, Sri Bhaktivedanta Madhusudan Goswami Maharaj, all devotees, Dandava pranams. So today is Diwali. Actually, as you heard last night, most people doing yesterday, because the actual Tithi is mixed. Yesterday was mixed Tithi. The day of the Tithi is according to sunrise. Anyway, so Vaishnava is following today this Diwali. So we will hear probably afternoon more about Diwali. Deep means lamp. Anjali means to offer. Diwali. So, devotees, especially when Ramchandra, after 14 years in the forest, how is Ayodhya Basis? Of course, we hear how is Vrindavan after Krishna left. Cows not eating. No. What to speak of cows? Suckers not eating. What to eat? Madhu Mangal, who so much enjoy eating, but without Krishna, he not touch anything. Because Krishna is the taste. Like in India, they call salt Ram Ras. Just like no salt, no matter what you have, no taste. So anything we have, anything Brijavasi have without Krishna, no taste. So cows not eating, gopis not eating, even bees not taking pollen. All like lifeless. Because for the Brijavasis, Krishna is life. So of course, Ayodhya will not be that type of separation. Because according to the intensity of the feeling of mamata, that much you feel, mamata means possessiveness. Like Krishna is mine. Like Kunja loses his phone, who cares? It's not my phone. That much, no mamata means no attachment, no separation. But we lose our own things, then we'll see. So in Yajnabasis, then 14 years without Lord Ram. So on this day he returns. So what about how will Ram find the road? Where is the road to Ayodhya? So all the Yajnabasis decorating. All the roadways, lamps, windows with lamps. Like big swagatam, welcome Ramchandra. So Brijavasis, that was 16 million years ago, Diwali. And since that time also great. But we will hear more about that all tonight. So actually light, deep means light, prakash, illumination. So Bharat, India is called Bharat. Bha means to illuminate. So Bharat. Trivika Maharaj would say, who is a real Indian? Who lives in India but not doing bhajan, not following courtesy, not worshipping the Lord. Guru Trivika Maharaj would say, we cannot call them Bharatvasis, we cannot call them Indians. So who is real Indian? Who is real human? That person who is doing devotion. So when we pray to Guru, we pray Agyan Timarandasya Agyananjana Salakya Chakshur Anmeditam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. All living entities, Bhagavad Gita Krishna also says, all living entities born into the womb of material nature. Like inside the womb, how much misery, how much suffering. We think these days, oh, baby very happy in the womb. Then why is kicking? Get me out, get me out. He cannot move, he cannot breathe, he cannot sing, he cannot even eat. The rubbish, so like the vomit of the mother goes through the umbilical cord to the child. Feeling hungry? So all living entities born into the womb of ignorance, the womb of darkness. No eyes cannot see. So all living entities from the top to the bottom, various degrees of ignorance, sattva gun, rajagun and tamagun. Therefore this desire to enjoy this body, this is called Indriya Priti. This is called calm, lust. Kaviraj Goswami says that lust is like darkness. And in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna gives the same example. Arjuna asked, even though we know everything, still we fail to act. Why? Krishna said this is lust, which burns like fire and covers the knowledge of the living entity. That much you want to enjoy this body, that far Atma Vidya, Atma Gyan disappears. So that lust, no matter how much we give this body, it always wants more. Therefore Krishna gives example of oil on fire. I'll put out the fire by putting more oil into it. Kunja, how's that going to go? Not too well. So I will become happy by fulfilling the desires of my mind and senses that just grow more and more. Like a deep, like a lamp, you put more into it, it burns more. Therefore, Kaviraj describes this lust, this is andhakar. It looks like prema. Kam, prema, duha, bahu, anta. They look similar, like iron and gold may look the same from a little distance. Who is not expert, iron and gold may look same. But where is iron and where is gold? So lust, the dealings of the Brijavasis, right? The dealings of all devotees may look like lust for outside. Look, devotees enjoy it. Who enjoys like the devotees? Who has a house like this anyway? We have little scrawny one-bedroom apartments somewhere. We think, I'm king. But who enjoys like the devotees? Such opulence. Who eats like us every day? Even Donald Trump. Never have as nice as we have every day. So nice association, happy association. So it may look outside, the devotees also like enjoy us. So much opulence, so much enjoyment, ha-hoo. But inside, how much difference. So we have to come from darkness to light. So that is Deepavali. So Vaishnavas group, they give this light. Not just like, there was one boy who was born in a prison. Underground prison. Whole life he never saw the sun. Prabhupada Saraswati Thakur would tell this kid. Then one day one well-wisher caught the hand of the boy. Come, see the sun. Then the boy grabbed his torch. What are you doing? Think I'm an idiot? How can you see anything without the torch? No. You don't need the torch to see the sun. So we are like that, using our material knowledge, material expertise to understand something which is fully transcendental. So Deepavali means give up lust, give up material knowledge, but do no titles. Jaya Vidya Mayara Vaibhav Jive Korichaga. This material knowledge makes you like a donkey. A donkey carried big load, but no benefit for the donkey. So material knowledge, material education, is all darkness, ignorance. Therefore, Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj would call the modern education system slaughterhouses. No one comes out of a slaughterhouse with their limbs intact. So if someone who goes into material education, they lose everything. So Deepavali means that we will hear more Rasik meanings from the Rasiks. So today we're a little talking about this Damodara Astakam. Actually, Maharaj says that also Mother Yasoda also offers lamps for the benefit of Krishna. Like last night you saw, did you see on the Yamuna? Some guys on the boat offering thousands and thousands of lamps. How beautiful. So Mother Yasoda, she also offered lamps to Bhagavan for the benefit of Krishna. So Mother Yasoda fully absorbed in meditation on Bhagavan, offering lamps. Then baby, little bored, how long can tolerate this? So Krishna goes on the bank and playing. So these lamps, Mother Yasoda puts in a leaf cup so they float on the Yamuna. And baby Krishna, he's pulling out 2, 4, 5 lamps and putting them on the bank. So you sort of saw that, foolish child, what you're doing, these are meant for Bhagavan. What you're doing, then Krishna said, oh mother, this is my nature. This world like the ocean of birth and death. And who come on the courage of good fortune of sadhu sang, they go near to Krishna. Then Krishna can pull them out. And Krishna said, this is my nature, who comes near to me, I pull them out. Then you sort of, why not pulling all the lamps? Why just a few? Then Kanai said, I can only pull the ones out who come to me. So Diwali is also. So actually of all type of ignorance, the Upanishads describe this impersonalism as the worst. Of all type of ignorance, of all type of darkness, which the Bhagavatam calls Koitav Dharma. Koitav Dharma means cheating Dharma. In the second verse of the Bhagavatam, it gives a definition who cannot read the Bhagavatam, who cannot hear the Bhagavatam. Many people, Saraswati Thakur say, when the Bhagavatam is spoken, the materialists get up and run. They flee from Harikatha. I remember when I first come to the temple and I was hearing Bhagavatam, and very clearly the thought would come to me, this is death. This is death. Material death. Because if I'm not the enjoyer, who am I? So I remember. So some desire was there to run. I know, if I run away from this guitar, I can continue to enjoy it. So Prabhupada said, when the Bhagavatam is spoken, the materialists run, because they think, there's nothing for my enjoyment here, because here everything is for Krishna's enjoyment. So Dharma Prachana Koitava Trat Parama Niyamat Saganam Satam Vedya Vastavam Anta Vasta Sivadam Tapatrayan Mulanam. So Vyasadeva said, in the first verse he defines Sambandha Abhidev Prayoja. Who is the object of meditation? Satyam Param Dimahi, that is Krishna. Krishna with Radhika. So Satyam Param Dimahi. You should meditate on Satyam Param, means Radha Krishna. And the second verse says, who will not think of Radha Krishna? Then that paribhas is given. Dharma Prachana Koitava. Everyone absorbed in Koitav Dharma. Doing business with Krishna. Oh Krishna, I will give you something, but you should give something back. This is all cheating. Guru Maharaj would always say, bhakti means to give, love means to give, love never takes. Like we go to our parents' house, Arjun, how much your mother charge you per night to stay in her house? Nothing. Because love never takes, love always gives. When Gurudev went for his visa, his American visa, at first they rejected him. Then he became angry. He took his passport and threw it in the face of the officer. You are rejecting me? No, I reject you. Because this was British, first Gurudev was going to England. And he said, your country plundered my country for hundreds of years. But I have not come to plunder England, I have come to give. And Gurudev said, I do not come from poor India. I come from rich India. Poor India, poor means like this, who has their hand up. Gurudev said, I never come from poor India. Because whole life I never asked anyone for anything. Whole life I just give. So I have not come to take from England, I have come to give. Then that officer, imagine, shaking, he changed, okay, passport, visa granted. Can you imagine? How bold. So the point was, Dharma means to give, but everyone wants to take something from Krishna. So this is called Kaita Dharma, cheating religion. Like Jai Jagadish Hari, we give the piece of incense. How much is one stick of incense? 2 or 3 rupees. And what we're asking, Jai Jagadish Hari, give me a house by the sea. So we're giving something, but everyone wants something from Krishna. So this is called lust or darkness, Kaita Dharma. So all types of Kaita Dharma, the worst is moksha, desire to merge with Krishna, desire to become one with Krishna. Because you become Krishna, who will serve whom? That service mentality is completely extinguished. Therefore it says, Tare Madhya Mukti Bansha Koita Pradhan Jaha Hoiti Krishna Bhakti Holayandana. Kaviraj Goswami says, of all type of duplicity, of all type of cheating, the worst is the desire for liberation. If there's even a fragrance of desire to merge with Krishna, then Bhakti Devi runs away. Because it's complete opposite. Therefore, Bharam Deva Moksham Na Mokshavadimpa. Krishna is asking, what do you want? Our Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is like this. What do you want? Take. But intelligent person, very unfortunate person will ask for material things. And someone who's even more unfortunate, they will ask for liberation, merging. But who is most unfortunate gets a chance to hear from the Gaudians. So even the 4 types of liberation in Vaikuntha, they will not accept. No, they don't want. Therefore, Raghunath Goswami said, Twatra Lakshmi Pati Rati Miti Vyobanaina. Oh mind, give up even attachment for Lord Narayan. What to speak of any other incarnation. So one time Gurudev was so much speaking against moksha for 2-3 days. Then he asked, who wants moksha? No one put their hand up. Then Gurudev said, I do. Everyone was shocked. Really, 2-3 days he's speaking against moksha. No one wants moksha, only Narayan Goswami. I do. Then Gurudev said, what is actual moksha? In our Pramaya Ratnavali, Baladev Vijayabhushan took 9 subject matters preached by Madhvacharya. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu accepted them all and preached them all. Vishnu Angadi Labda Iti Mukta. And he said, what is real moksha means Vishnu Angadi Labda. Angadi means the feet. The service to the lotus feet of Vishnu, this is real moksha. So when we hear moksha, we should not misunderstand. So I remember Gurudev said, who wants moksha? No one put up their hand. And Gurudev said, I want the moksha of becoming the Dasi of Radha. So that is the real seva of Krishna. Because Krishna's happiness is what? Radhika. So any service to Radhika, that is the highest service to Krishna. Because that will give him the highest pleasure. That's why Manjaris feel ecstasy, because Krishna is so much satisfied. They've arranged the meeting of Radha Krishna, then how Krishna can repay them? So that's why they feel so much bliss, so much happiness. So, Param Deva Moksham Na Moksha Vidimva. Na Chana Brini Ham Bodhishada Piha. Here, Sanatana Goswami said, Bodhishada Piha means I do not want even the result of Vaini Bhakti, which is going to Vaikuntha, achieving prema, and serving Lord Narayan. So, when Krishna may say, then what do you want? With some reason you must have come. Without desire, none of us would be here. Right? Without desire, none of us would come to hear Harikatha. Without desire, none of us would have come to Vrindavan for Kartik. So desire is not bad. The desire for anything else except Krishna's seva, that type of desire, that gives bondage. But the desire to serve Krishna is not bondage, that gives happiness. Indeed, that is Raganuga Bhakti, when the devotee have very, very strong greed, strong desire, want to serve Krishna. So we should not think that we should become desirelessness does not mean like the Buddhists. The Buddhists think freedom from karma means no activity, no desire, no attachment. But we criticize that. That is like a deep sleep, like Nanda Kumara. So desire is not bad, but desire for anything apart from Krishna, that gives suffering. Turn off the pump, there's no electricity. Sorry. So, therefore Rupa Goswami said, Anya Vilasita Sudha. Desire is not bad, but any desire apart from Krishna Seva, that is bad. So this Krishna Seva Vasana, this desire to serve Krishna, this intelligence, Krishna Bhakti Rasa Bhava Tamati, Rupa Goswami uses. Mati here means intelligence. Desire comes in the heart, and by intelligence we fulfill desire. I'm hungry. Okay. Let me go to Indrabhushan's room, he's always got a stockpile. So how I can fulfill my desire, that is my intelligence. So I have desire to serve Krishna. So who gives that intelligence, that feeling that comes by Vaishnava Sangha? So desire again and again. Desire is not bad. Desire is not enemy. But desire for sadhu sang, desire for kirtan, Bhatu coming late every morning, 40 minutes. Why? Every morning, I'm watching. Everyone wants to sleep out. No one wants to sleep after Mangalati more than me. But still, have to come. This is Kartik. So Krishna must say, without desire, you have desire. Without desire, no one can do anything. What do you want? Sadame manas avistam kimane. I just want to think of it. Imagine. I just want to think of it. So just thinking of Krishna, this must give more happiness than even liberation from birth and death. So even in the stage of sadhana bhakti, that gives a taste more than even liberation. So imagine what is the stage of perfection in bhakti yoga. Even in the stage of sadhana, we want to get such a taste, more than liberation. So devotion is 3 stages: sadhana bhakti, bhava bhakti, and prem bhakti. Uttam bhakti, which Rupa Goswami has described. Anyabhilasi tasunyam gyan karmadi anavitam anukulena krishna nushilanam bhakti uttam. Uttam bhakti means what? 3 types, 3 stages of uttam bhakti: sadhana bhakti, bhava bhakti, and prema bhakti. Each stage gives 2 results. What is the result of sadhana bhakti? Kleshagni subhada. Kleshagni means no more suffering, no more problems. Subhada. And everything becomes auspicious. If we are still suffering, that means we are not doing sadhana bhakti properly. Kleshagni subhada. Then the stage of bhava bhakti, moksha sadulakrit sadulava. Bhava bhakti, very rare. How rare is bhava bhakti? Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj, thousands of disciples. How many achieve bhava bhakti? How many show? At least one. Our Gurudev, how many disciples? How many achieve bhava bhakti? So durva, so rare. Out of billions of living entities, how many get human form? Of those who get human form, how many are actually humans? In Australia, how many humans? Very few, can count them in a handful. And then how many humans have no desire, free from karma and jnana, who want devotion, free, very rare. Out of so many sadhaks, so many devotees want Krishna, but how many get proper guru? All these guys now in Vrindavan, Kripalu, these Prabhu, so much famous, millions of followers, with no proper line. Then they cannot even begin sadhana bhakti because no proper guru. So even those who want to serve Krishna, how many actually enter properly by having proper guru? Very rare. Those who have guru, how many following nicely, become free from anarthas? So this bhava bhakti, very rare. Prema bhakti, Sri Krishna Kashani Chasa. It's attractive at Krishna. So just remembering Krishna. I was thinking yesterday, 24 hours, how much we're actually remembering Krishna? Shamala? How much out of 24 days we're actually remembering? Even we're sitting there in Aarti, that's why Aarti is so important. We're not thinking of Krishna all day. We're chanting, but mind is going. But Aarti, we get a chance directly to see him and think of him. So, therefore, Rupa Goswami said, what's the difference between material life, material enjoyment, and bhakti, devotional life? That is beside the object. In material life, the devotee has the object, and in material life, the person has the object of enjoyment. Therefore, they're tasting rasa through the eyes, nose, mouth, ear, mind, even through the senses, not in tasting, but through the mind enjoying. That is material existence. But in bhakti, the devotee makes Krishna as the Visaya. Visaya means object. Each ras thinks of Krishna in a different way. Vatsalya, they think of mostly little baby Krishna, little fat. When babies run, they're quite chubby, fat, like Michelin man, but small. Fat cheeks, fat stomach, fat legs, fat cheeks, fat buttocks. So Vatsalya, they meditate on baby Krishna. Even when Mother Yasoda met Krishna in Kurukshetra, she hadn't seen Krishna for 100 years. That time Krishna was like 120 years old. He was king. He had 16,108 queens. He had 160,000 children. Krishna, more, plus the daughters. Krishna had more than 180,000 children. Make sure Dad looked like a drop in the ocean. How many grandchildren, how many great-grandchildren, who can count? But when Yasoda took Krishna, when she saw him at Kurukshetra, at this stage of Krishna's Leela, she took him on her lap and fed him breast milk. So each ras has its own object of way of thinking of Krishna, meditating on Krishna. So here, Idamti Vapurnat. Vapur means body. Idamti, hey Nat, Idamti Vapurnat. Your body, your form is Gopala Bala. Bala means childish, Gopal. Blackish, casual, peacock feather in the hair, no nappies. Yellow nappy, pitamba, but still, no. Running with ankle bells, and this charming form of baby Gopal. This is the object of meditation for those in Vatsalya. So actually, Satyavat Rishi is in Dasiras. So that meditation is a little different. But still, he has here so much appreciation for Vatsalya. So Gopala Bala. I meditate on that Bala Gopal. Krishna's Leela, 3 types: Bal, Bogand, and Kishore. Krishna has 3 ages. Each age has its own form, meditation. So especially Bala Gopal, this is the meditation, especially in Vatsalya. Poganda, especially for Sakiras. And Kishore, especially for Madhuri Ras. So devotees, but Madhuri Ras, when they see baby Krishna, they'll see Krishna as Kishore. That is Krishna, that is Yoga Maya, how she works wonderfully. So even Krishna is Kishore, but Vatsalya will see him like a child. And those in Madhuri Ras, they will see Kishore, they will see baby Krishna as Kishore. Everything depends on the mood of devotees. Again and again we hear, Bhav Krihijanat. Krishna never crossed the mood of the devotee. Actually, this book that Maharaj, we were meant to have out, this Kartik, says when Mother Yasoda running after Krishna, Krishna cannot disregard her motherly affection. So much he's indebted to her. So he not crossed her. When Mother Yasoda went to grab it, Bhagavan, he could have pulled his hand away, but he did not do. Otherwise everyone will think, who will worship Krishna who has no culture and no appreciation? So Krishna allowed himself to be bound and caught by Mother Yasoda, subordinate to the mood of the devotee. So therefore when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, because he associated with Ishwarpuri part, but not too much. Ishwarpuri came to Vrindavan, to Mayapur, and every day he would talk to Nimai about his book. At that time, Nimai was not in mood of devotee. So then he met later when Jagannath Mishra left, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went to Gaya and showed that how much he associated with Ishwarpuri. Very short time. But still, even one moment association enough for perfection. Like Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj, he only met his Guru 11 times, 11 times. How much he kept everything. So Sadhusang, Sarva Shastra Koi, Labhamantra, Sadhusang, Sadhusang. Even a moment of Sadhusang, if you qualified, you can catch everything in just one moment. And we have many years of not catching anything. How much unfortunate. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he tried to associate with all the God brothers of his spiritual master. all the disciples of Madhavendra Puri, the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, from them he took all these moods. So especially was one devotee, Raghupati Upadhyaya. When Mahaprabhu in Prayag, after instructing Rupa Goswami and Vallabha Goswami, Vallabha, Jiva Goswami's father, then he met Vallabhacharya and went to his house. That time one devotee was there, Raghupati Upadhyaya. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, because he wanted to associate with the disciples of Madhavendra Puri, Mahaprabhu asked him 4 questions. Of all forms of Godhead, which is the topmost? Shama Meva Paramam Rupam. Sham Sundar Swarup, that is the topmost. Of all places to live, which is the best place? Puri Madhupuri Varam. Madhupuri Vrindavan, Mathura Mandal, that is topmost. Of all type of meditation, which age is the best age of Krishna to meditate? And he said, Dhyaya Kishora Akya. The Kishore Swarup of Krishna, that is the topmost object of meditation. And of all rasas, which is the best? Adi Ras, Madhura Ras, that is the topmost service. So Mahaprabhu became so ecstatic, those 4 answers he made into one verse, and again he chanted and danced. Shama Meva Paramam Rupam Puri Madhupuri Varam Dhyana Kishoraka Akyam Vadivasa Advaisa Rasapa. Again and again he chanted those verses and danced. So meditation on Krishna's form, that is the topmost meditation. When Mahaprabhu was talking to Ramananda Roy, he asked, what is the topmost meditation? And Ramananda Roy answered clearly. Meditation on the names of Krishna, that is the topmost. Chanting the names of Krishna, that is the topmost song, and meditation on the form of Krishna, that is the topmost meditation. So, very strange. He's just asking one thing, I want to think of you. Therefore Saraswati put, is our stupid mind thinking of Krishna? Unfortunately, no. If we were paid a spoon of prasadam for every second we thought of Krishna, we would still starve to death at the end of every day. So we have to think of Krishna. So that is the mystic power of the Vaishnava. They can always remember Krishna. That is their mystic power. Many yogis have so many mystic powers but cannot remember Krishna. Yadyapi Savadishu Vidyapi Pasate Nantavanaka Karmalicha, Idami Chandin Yasomyam Tavachu, Tadapi Kripat Buddhicha, Rupa Goswami. The yogis, the perfected yogis, even Lord Brahma in their meditation cannot even see the toenails of Krishna. So, the mystic power of the Vaishnava to remember Krishna. So we should also remember this Sacharu Vakta Mandalam Sukhana Ratna Kundaram Suchachi Tanga Chandanam Namaminam. This is meditation on Krishna top to bottom. But what are we thinking when we sing? How much we are full of anarthas. How much full of anarthas. I know. Just speaking for myself. So that is the mystic power of the Vaishnavas. That is their greatness. Many times we don't understand what is their greatness. With their mystic power, they never forget Krishna for a moment. There's so much worship. So, Sadame Manasarestam Kimanye. Krishna, I don't want anything else, just appear in my mind. Go Premanande.